Yo, party people, what is up? How about that episode of Raw that just went down? Totally off the chain. We had a lot of stuff that went on during the 3 hours of this night of competition, from returns to big matches, both this week and next week for contenderships of titles, title fights, a Samoan spike, and yo, get out your textbooks because Sami Zayn, the honorary Uce, is an Uceologist. Guys, don't worry. After tonight's Raw, we're about to go all down right here, right now on the newest episode of The Gift of Gabe. Top to bottom, start to finish. Get ready, guys. The newest episode of The Gift of Gabe is about to start right now. So, you guys, we got things started tonight with a little tag team title action with the Usos defending what was supposed to be Elias and Matt Riddle, but Matt Riddle had to get a new tag team partner in Kevin Owens, which totally made sense. Did see it coming with Elias getting laid out earlier in the night. But, you know, the team of Matt Riddle and KO was a lot more fun, a lot more entertaining. The match was dope, as expected, with the Usos and Matt Riddle and Kevin Owens with that just level of competition. The honorary Usos and Solo Sikoa paid dividends to help them get the dub. Down since day one-ish, the Usos, all it takes is one and done, and they are still the tag team champions. As expected, they're going to be defending their belts on Friday against now Sheamus and Butch. Due to Drew McIntyre being medically disqualified, it is legit, you guys. He won't be able to compete on Friday, but it's still going to be a banger this Friday on SmackDown for the tag team titles. But that wasn't the only thing that happened after that, guys, because afterwards, when they decided to get their asses beat by Kevin Owens with the steel chair, making them run for the hills, Solo Sikoa stayed and continued the beatdown of Matt Riddle, even whipping out the Samoan spike of the all-time great Umaga. I don't know if he just whipped it out to, you know, celebrate his 13-year anniversary of his death from a couple days ago, or just to honor him, period. Or maybe it's just going to be part of his, like, moveset. I like spinning Solo, but honestly, I feel like the Samoan spike is a perfect move for him. You know, like the Samoan spike, I really like it. So if he decides to stick with it, I'm cool. If he decides to stick with the spinning Solo, I'm cool with that too. His character, the Enforcer, laid him out. As you saw, Riddle got carted off and is headed to the hospital to be medically evaluated. I think he's going to be gone for maybe at least like a month. If we could read a little too much into it, maybe it's like, oh, yo, he's going to be gone for a while. And then Randy can come back and RK Bro can come back. And then Randy turns on him. And then we finally get that match in WrestleMania. Like, I think if you read too much into it, that could be what they're doing. But I think it's just a simple thing of just Riddle goes away for maybe a couple weeks to a month. And then just starts beating the crap out of Solo. Solo does need like a nice single feud for himself. So it gives Matt Riddle something easy to do, and Solo. So it should be a pretty good feud once Riddle comes back. But it was a crazy couple 20, 30 minutes of the show, you guys. Great matches, a new return, a new finisher. So give it up for all involved, guys. Great way to start the show. We're talking about this week's show. Guys, next week's show, it's going down. Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, U.S. title #1 contendership for Austin Theory's U.S. title. You already know Seth Rollins about to win that match. No offense to Bobby Lashley, but you already know that they've already teased it. But Seth Rollins is the guy to help make Austin Theory even more than now as the United States champion for that big money feud. But don't get me wrong, Rollins and Lashley, they've done it twice before. And it's going to be another banger in that one next week. But also next week, you guys, we're going to find out who's going to be the next challenger for Bianca Belair's Raw Women's title, as Bayley will take on Alexa Bliss as a result of the two triple threat matches that went down tonight. I expected Rhea Ripley to not get the win, but I also expected her to not eat the losing pin because she's being pushed right now, and I'm calling it right now that she's going to win the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble and go on to beat Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 39 in April. So until then, they're keeping her chill. They look like they're teasing a feud with Becky, which I'm for. I'm assuming since with the push, she'll end up winning that, win the Rumble, all that good stuff. It's the mega push of Rhea Ripley, which is exactly what she deserves. And as for Alexa Bliss, I kind of figured that too, because if you've been paying attention, you know, the whole Wyatt 6 thing, the Wyatt background, it looks like she's going to be reuniting with Bray Wyatt, you know, once he finally gets all his, you know, stuff together, you know, up here. But it looks like they're going to be getting back together along with, you know, whoever the rest of the Wyatt 6 is. We have no idea who that is or when they're all going to be showing up. Plus, it kind of like seemed like, you know, last week that she was kind of like, aside from just, you know, staring off to the space, she looks like she's probably getting towards that heel turn on Bianca Belair. So that'll probably be a little feud that she'll end up having next week after beating Bayley, and she'll end up feuding with Bianca probably near the end of this year. I can't see that being the match of the Royal Rumble for Bianca, only because that's at like the end of January. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the feud that's going to be taking up the rest of the Raw Women's title picture for the rest of this year. Speaking of the title picture, you guys, dude, the U.S. title picture is getting stacked. Because Austin Theory, he had to put the U.S. title on the line against Mustafa Ali. And he said, dude, you lose again. I beat you tonight. I don't want to ever hear the word opportunity coming out of your mouth ever again. Well, guess what? Ali got robbed of another opportunity. Because guess who's back? DZ, Dolph Ziggler, the show-off. The dude who literally is like 40-something, but still has a full head of hair like he's freaking 16. It's insane. He's back after that beating. I expected that he was going to come back at some point, because you don't just take that kind of beating and then just go off away. Nah, you're going to come back. We're going to have a feud. It should be good. But guys, we got Lashley, Rollins, freaking Ali, and Ziggler. Is this going to be a fatal five-way? Is there going to be some inner turmoil during the Rollins and Theory feud with, Ziggler and Ali? Are Ziggler and Ali going to feud? Who knows? But this is what happens when the U.S. title is truly the top prize on Monday Night Raw. It's got to be as stacked as if it was the world title picture, you guys. I personally love it. I know some of you guys are like, whoa, this might be a little bit of a mess here. So many people involved. It's what you got to do when this is the very top title on this brand, with Roman out working Mondays. I think that'll, stop pretty soon because I think he will give over the WWE Championship at some point. But for then, I love, all the people involved in the U.S. title mix. It should be an entertaining rest of the couple of year and probably early 2023. The U.S. title division is stacked. Cannot wait to see what is going to be going down next for the top prize, the most coveted prize on Monday Night Raw. And you guys, look, I know how some of y'all feel about him, but I know some of you are starting to come around. As long with this being a Sami Zayn appreciation show, the UCEOLOGIST, this is a Dominic Mysterio appreciation show. Let's get that out there. He beat Akira Tozawa. He looked great. Looked like $1 million bucks along with the rest of the Judgment Day. Give it up for Dominic Mysterio. I cannot wait. I'm just counting down the days and the minutes until, that father-son feud for WrestleMania that we're all probably just waiting for. A little bit cross my fingers that him and Rhea show up at the Mysterio's doorstep on Christmas or something. That'd be pretty cool. But I won't hold my breath. They probably just did that for Thanksgiving. But, fingers crossed. But then afterwards, they were signed to beat down Tozawa, and then the Street Profits came out. That should be pretty interesting. Street Profits and the Judgment Day. I'd be down to see that little mini feud for over the next couple weeks. Gives them both something to do. So I'm honestly down for it. I kind of would like Judgment Day to at some point maybe get involved in the tag title picture, before the Usos end up dropping the belts. But if the whole Sami Kevin thing ends up playing out and they become champions, WrestleMania 39 by dethroning the Usos, ending their historic reign, I would like to see Judgment Day, probably get their title run or title chances at that. Actually, that probably sounds like that will be what to do, because then Judgment Day will officially be on a whole fresh start. After Dominic gets done, with his dad, officially. You may think he's done with him, but he ain't done with him by a long shot. But, great things coming for the future. Love it. Give it up for the Street Profits. Give it up for Judgment Day. Should be an intriguing little feud that goes down for a while. I'll be down for it. Okay, you guys. So, that's this episode of Monday Night Raw. I hope you enjoyed it. But before we go, let's just take an entire second to just give another, like I said, it's a Sami Zayn appreciation show. He is an official UCEOLOGIST, bro. I cannot even say. The Usi puns are just amazing. The him and Jay dynamic, it's amazing. The freaking whole bloodline dynamic now that everyone is cool with each other. It's just amazing. Can't wait for Roman to be back so that, Sami and Roman can have some more amazing segments together and hear more cool-ass Usi puns. But until then, you guys, we still got a lot of fun stuff going on in the week. Got a big episode of Dynamite coming up this Wednesday, and another big episode of SmackDown coming up on Friday with another tag team title match and the return of Kurt Angle to celebrate his birthday. So, it's going to be an awesome night, you guys. You're not going to want to miss the shows for the rest of the week. You're not going to want to miss hear what your boy has to say afterwards. But until then, you guys, don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked what you saw here on the video after the show. And until then, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace. And don't forget, when it comes to talking wrestling, who better to gab with than Gabe. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Night.